Hi, this is Dan Soy. Welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to my channel. We're going to do a chef-inspired meal, Sicilian chicken with tomatoes and green beans. Let's take this journey, and thanks for visiting. Dan Soy, God bless. All right, so we're going to start with this journey. I'm always cooking like late at night. It's almost 9 p.m., but I'm not a morning person, so we have the two chicken breasts, boneless, really good quality. We got the cutting board. We got the pan with the cover. We got fresh green beans, 2 Roma tomatoes, Italian seasoning, mozzarella cheese, whatever you want to call it. We have butter. We have garlic, 2 cloves. And we have balsamic glaze. We're going to drizzle that on the chicken at the end. This is a 20-minute meal. The more you do this, the better you'll get at it. Even me, I haven't cooked this that much, so it takes me a little time. But basically, it's a 20-minute recipe or less. Probably after you do it a few times, you could probably make it in 10 to 15 minutes. Like, the hardest thing is just cooking the chicken. Like, if you can multitask, you can have 2 pots going at the same time. Like green beans, you can usually bake them in the oven, or you can put them in the pan with the cover. I'm not really persons for the oven or to bake, so I'm gonna do those in here. So we're gonna get started. Be back. All right, welcome back. You know me by now. I don't bore you with watching me cut up vegetables or mince or dice garlic. That's all up to you. Most of the recipes I do, you can either mince or chop, but for back, I used a chef knife, and I cut the ends off the green beans, and I minced the garlic. We'll go to the next step. All right, the next step in the Sicilian chicken is to take these Roma tomatoes and put them lengthwise, and you want to cut them in half. And then after that, you want to put them on their sides, and then you want to scoop out the seeds and all their inner parts. You want to like basically hollow them out, because when you bake, like usually you can bake them in the oven, but I'm going to put them in this pan with the cover on and let them cook a little bit. And but you want the middle out, so you can put cheese in there and you can put Italian seasonings. All right, so I have the tomatoes cut lengthwise in half, and you can see there's 1 tomato, 2, and these are Roma. So you're going to want to take a spoon or a knife and remove all these seeds and like the stem going across there. Once you do that, they'll be all hollowed out, and then later on, when you go to bake them, you can fill them with cheese and Italian seasoning. But those are really ripe tomatoes. Roma are one of the best tomatoes to cook with or make salsa with. All right, so we're back. I cut all the seeds and stem out. You can see it. It's basically like hollowed out. So just use your chef knife and cut it out, and then use a spoon just to scoop it out. And then after that, you can use that in the pan or bake it, and you're going to fill it with, you're going to throw Italian seasoning in there and throw it with cheese. But right now we have the tomatoes cut and cored. We got the string beans and garlic. So we don't have a lot of ingredients left. All right, so while our other ingredients, sorry, got tongue-tied, sit here, we're going to cook the chicken in olive oil. So 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I use Whole Foods olive oil. It's really good. It's only like $6 a bottle. But if you want to multitask, you could cook the chicken here and then do the tomatoes and the string beans. But I'm the type of person, like, you know, that likes to do things in steps. But it's all what you want to do. But yeah, with my videos, they're live and not edited. I want to bring you everything real. And I know a lot of people edit, and you could cut out everything and make a video perfect, but I'm the type of person that wants to just be me. So there'll be bloopers in here. Some days it's really good, and some days everything is off. But the main thing is we enjoy cooking together, learning, and to be honest with you, the meals I cook for you and with you, I'm learning myself, because some of these meals I get knowledge from and recipes, and I never cooked them before. So I'm a person that likes to try different things and explore food. Food is great. So we're going to get that chicken in there, and we will be back. See ya, YouTube and Facebook, soon. All right, so we got the chicken breasts in there. Now we're just going to throw some Italian seasoning on there. And you're going to want to do that on both sides. We're going to cook this chicken for like 5 to 7 minutes on each side. It depends on your stove, and you're going to put it on medium. Alright, so before we cook this on medium on the stove with the cover, I put some sea salt from 365, another Whole Foods product. So we're just going to cover that and we're going to cook it. Like when we flip it, we'll put more Italian seasoning on and a little bit of salt on the other side. Alright, so we're cooking that. You can hear it sizzle. So like I said, 5 to 7 minutes on each side. Alright, so we're back. I just cooked it 6 minutes on the one side, and now I flipped it over. And I'm going to cook it another 6 minutes with the cover on. I put more Italian seasoning on there. So we're just going to cook that for another 6 minutes. But like I said, I'm a late cooker. It's already 9:11 p.m. here. It's a rainy day in the Northeast. It's supposed to be spring, almost summer, and we're wearing sweatshirts. And it's cold and rainy, only 57 degrees. So see you in a bit. Alright, so we're almost done with the chicken. You can see that it cleared up a bit, and it's basically cooked. Right now I have the stove on off, and we're just going to let it sit there for a couple minutes. We really don't have to, but I'm trying to let all the spices and olive oil and everything infuse together. So just give it like 1 or 2 minutes with the top on. But after that's done, we'll just throw it on the plate. That chicken's good. Then we'll do the tomatoes. And then we'll do the green beans and the garlic together. And then we'll put on the balsamic glaze. The glaze on top of the chicken. So be back. Love you, Facebook. Love you, YouTube. Alright, so we're done with that pan. We're going to let it cool down. And there's the chicken. Sorry the late is bad. I got to start cooking during the day, like I said, or get late. I apologize. Not as professional as the other people, but this is just my part-time thing. So that's the chicken with the Italian seasoning on it. I don't want to drop this. One day I dropped this. So now you can see the juice running out from the chicken. Now we're just going to do the tomatoes. Alright, so we're back with the tomatoes. You're just going to want to quickly hit it with a little bit of sea salt, but not too much. Next thing we're going to do is put the mozzarella cheese in there, and then top it with Italian seasoning. Then we're going to throw it in the pan real quick, and then we'll add them to the plate. If you want, you could bake them for like 10 minutes. Alright, so we have the tomatoes filled with the mozzarella, whatever you want to call it. And now we're going to take the Italian seasoning, and you're going to want to sprinkle the rest on the tomato. Alright, so the tomatoes are all done. They have the sea salt in there, mozzarella, and top with Italian seasonings. And like I said, you could bake these for 8 to 10 minutes. Every oven is different, or you can just put them in the pan with the top on there. So, and I apologize, I have to edit this recipe. I told you butter before. We're not using butter at all. You would only have to use the butter if you want to bake that. But since we're going to put it back in the pan with the cover, with the olive oil in there and the sea salt, it should cook. So we don't need the butter. Be back. Alright, so we're back with the tomatoes. We have them in the other pot. You can see them. They're filled. And now we're going to put that on low. And low to medium, and just watch that carefully. You don't want to like overcook them. But the steam inside here with the heat, it should cook them really quick. So basically just use your judgment on this one. Like turn the stove on low, see how it's going. If you have to, up it to medium. When you see this cheese start to melt, then maybe kick it back down and give it like 30 more seconds, or just take them out and plate them. It's up to you. Alright, YouTube and Facebook, I got my stove on medium, and I got them in there. I'm letting them cook. I'm trying to get this cheese to melt down. So it's going to take like maybe 30 seconds, another minute. But like I said, just every stove is different. Every pot is different. You don't want to totally burn them. If you burn them a little bit, it's okay because then it'll have that charred effect. But just use your judgment. Like these recipes, like I said, are tailored to you and your family. I don't really totally give you specifics. Just take the ingredients and do it for yourself. Alright, so we're done with the tomatoes. You can see the cheese melted nice and it's oily. It's really good. The moisture from this pan, it just dripped on my phone. But you can see it. It's really good. Alright, so we're back. On that plate we have the chicken and the tomatoes. So now we're just gonna, in that hot pan, we're gonna throw that green beans in and garlic. We're gonna just put some more sea salt on top just to get it cooking and to bring out the moisture and just give it like an even cook. But I don't like to use a lot of salt, but sometimes with vegetables, especially green beans, sea salt is really good. So we're just gonna do the last step and then our plate is done. Alright, YouTube and Facebook, we are back. We got the chicken and the tomatoes, like I said, and now we have the green beans and garlic. I put sea salt on there. We're going to cover it. We're going to occasionally stir it, and I have the stove on medium. So this is only going to take a few minutes, and then once that's done, we just put it on the plate, and we're done. But yeah, like I said, this sea salt from 365 is really good. It comes in a 26-ounce container, and it'll last you for a while. Alright YouTube, so as we speak, this is almost done. Once this pan is hot and you use it for the two other ingredients, it won't take long for the garlic and the green beans to cook. So you can see a slight char in there. The garlic turned brown. It has some char to it, which is good, and it's basically almost done. So basically this can take you 20 minutes or less once you do it. And like I said, for the amount of people you have, just like double or triple the ingredients. Or like for me, I only cook for 1 or 2 people, usually 1. So this right here, once I add the green beans here, this would be 2 meals for me. So just be the judge and you decide. Alright YouTube, so we're done. There's the green beans and garlic. The green beans have a slight char. The garlic actually turned like really brown and has a char. And we're just going to plate that, then we're done. And this is a meal for 1 or 2, less than 20 minutes. Alright, we're back and it's done. That's your Sicilian chicken with green beans and garlic and our roasted tomatoes. Like right now, if you want, you can add the balsamic glaze. I'll probably hit it up a bit with this. Just drizzle it over the chicken and over the green beans if you want. If you don't want to, just leave it like this, because this is really good the way it is. So you basically can leave it the way you want. So basically that's the chicken. And sorry about the late. I cooked too late, and basically, excuse me, like you can see, like right outside it's raining really hard. But yeah, that's your chicken and roasted tomatoes. You can see the olive oil and garlic. There's your roasted tomatoes and that. Like I'm just going to hit a bit of balsamic glaze on the top and then we're done. Alright, so I added the balsamic glaze, which I just tasted it before, and it gives it another kick. So that's basically your Sicilian chicken with roasted tomatoes and garlic green beans. Really good.